Welcome to another episode of the For the Love of Cricket podcast with Jim and Akim. Today we'll be discussing a game that promised so much but failed to deliver to the expectations of all those who were watching, barring a Rohit Sharma special. India versus Pakistan, match 11 of the 2023 ICC Cricket World Cup. Pakistan lost terribly. Your thoughts on the game?
I'm very disappointed in how the game played out. It promised so much. Pakistan were off to a relatively good start. They got to 155 for two, and they lost the last 8 wickets for 36 runs. It was a serious collapse, a collapse of the ages. Credit must go to the Indian bowlers. I thought they were all very good, led by Jasprit Bumrah. He was brilliant in this game. Brilliant with the new ball and brilliant with the old ball. He really spearheaded the Indian bowling effort. I believe that he really set the tone for the innings, the restriction of Pakistan. All the bowlers were very good. Jadeja was good. Siraj was good. He picked up a very important wicket. Babar Azam. Pandya picked up wickets. Kohli picked up wickets. But the manner in which Pakistan collapsed, it was very disappointing to see. It was not expected, and the collapse was triggered, I believe, by the wicket of Babar Azam. Disappointing shot.
So the collapse from 155 for 2. Babar went 155 for 3. The other 7 wickets. Were they as a result of very good bowling or terrible shot selection?
I believe that the wickets that fell, they came as a result of bad shot selection. We spoke in the preview about the occasion, how big a game it was, how hyped it was. It was a sold-out stadium. About 120,000 people were in the stadium, and there were millions watching around the world. And I believe that the occasion got the better of the Pakistani batsmen. What the situation really needed was someone to come in the middle order and soak some pressure up and get them through that phase in which they were losing quick wickets. Generally, Babar Azam, Rizwan, they are the two players that play that sort of role for Pakistan, but the collapse was triggered by Babar Azam, so he was basically out of the equation. So it was disappointing to see, and it resulted in the game being very one-sided because that total of 190 plus runs was never going to challenge this Indian batting line.
So Pakistan stacks their batting lineup with their three main batters to the top of the order. How many batters there? We have Babar, Imam, Rizwan, and you would count Shakil.
Not yet.
He's a new player.
Not yet.
Bangladesh does it differently.
Yeah,
Bangladesh
they
put one at the
split
top,
them.
2 in the middle, and 1 down in
The lower half.
the lower middle order. And whenever they have issues, it seems wicket, then there's a break, then they repair it, then you might get 2 more quick wickets, and then there's somebody down at the end to repair it. Given those two batting lineups are so similar in terms of how they approach the game, they start the game pretty slowly, and then build through the innings, and then try and go hard at the end. They basically play old-fashioned one-day cricket. They don't go hard from beginning to end like England and New Zealand and South Africa. You think they could try something like that? Or is this just a fluke? Is this just the occasion that got to them?
I believe it's just the occasion getting to them. I don't think it is something they will look to try at this stage at the World Cup. I believe that the lower middle order will be key for them in advancing in the World Cup because that section of the batting needs to perform and click for them. The likes of Nawaz, Shadab Khan, Shakil in the lower middle order, they have to fire for Team Pakistan to get through they're a team that, as we spoke about a while ago, they build slowly and they look to carry the innings up to a total of around 300, 280, and they back the bowlers, they are very good fast bowlers, to come and execute and win them the games. So it if they end up in a situation where the top order doesn't fire, then it becomes a major problem. I believe that the first four batters got fairly good starts today, and they had a solid platform at 155 for two, but that sort of collapse is almost unacceptable at this level.
To be fair, I never saw the game. I just was on the way to do some business and saw Pakistan collapse 36 for 8, 190, one all out. I saw some highlights just before I came in, and there were key points where I saw Kuldeep Yadav bowling a googly outside leg stump. Someone got inside the line, sweep, missed, and was bowled behind the legs. I thought that was
Bad
iftikar,
execution.
but bad execution, bad planning. If you're a right-hander, Kuldeep pitches the ball outside, it has to be a googly.
Yeah, it must be.
Also, Saad Shakil played around a straight one as well. I thought, based on the commentary of the innings and the amount of balls he faced and how he got out, I thought he attempted to consolidate the innings. He made 6 from about 11. And then apparently was trying to take a single through the leg side, missed and
They
was
missed
given up LBW.
to Kuldeep.
So, maybe it's just, they just never executed. And it's as if 6 persons failed all at once in
Yeah,
the same game.
consecutively.
Rohit Sharma's innings.
I think Rohit Sharma was brilliant. He was very good today. He looks as if he is in top form and batting at his best. He is a man for the World Cup. He loves playing at Cricket World Cups, especially the 50 over tournaments. And that really showed today. I believe that the Pakistani bowling plan to him was poor. We know that Rohit Sharma is one of the best players of the pull shot in world cricket, if not the best, and he was given a constant, a steady supply of sharp balls today, and he really just dispatched almost every single one of them into the stands. He was severe on the sharp ball, and it was a very crisp innings. It was the sort of chase that, when you look at the Indian batting lineup, you would back them to win this game convincing, but you're always aware of how a low scoring game can be if you don't get a proper start. And I believe that Rohit Sharma's innings was very important for calming Indian nerves and getting them to this total.
I saw some highlights as well, and as usual, every time I watch Rohit Sharma highlights, my key points are always, why are people still trying to bounce Rohit Sharma? It's always two or three sharp balls being held over fine leg for 6. It's not as if he doesn't pull like how everyone else is taught to pull across or pull down. He just gets inside the line and use the pace. And the fine leg fielder, the deep square leg fielder, the long leg has no chance. And I just don't understand it sometimes. They try and bowl it at his badge and they try to go leg stump. I don't know why they don't try and bowl it on top of half stump or just outside half stump, or just don't bowl it at all.
I believe that they should just take it out of the game and not bowl it at all, and try to get Rohit Sharma out LBW and nicking off down to the slips or to the wicket keeper. That is my belief. I believe that if they go with a short ball, unless they're playing in a country that has massive stadiums, if they're probably in Australia, I don't think they'll have much of a chance of getting him out caught like that. Or miscuing one of those short balls.
Shubman Gill was also among the scorers. He got a half century. No, not Shubman Gill.
Shreyas Iyer. I believe that it was important for Shreyas Iyer to have this knock today. He is somebody that would probably feel that his spot in the team is a bit uncertain. Yeah, he'll feel like his spot in the team is a bit uncertain. So it was important for him and Team India for him to get this knock, a half century in a massive game like this against Pakistan. The game was one-sided, but let's not take it for granted. It was still a massive game, and it will do wonders for his confidence. When you look at the Indian batting lineup now, almost all of the top batters have gotten a score in this tournament, and it will bode well for them as they progress further into the tournament and they go into the crunch games.
So how do Pakistan move forward from this?
I believe that Pakistan will just have to take this one on the chin. When you saw Mickey Arthur's comments after the game, he said that he felt disappointed in how the game was basically organized. He felt like it wasn't a World Cup game but a bilateral game that was being hosted in India. He felt like everything was for Team India. But that being said, he said that he wouldn't make a big deal out of it, and his team would just regroup and they were looking to see India in the finals because they believe that India would make the finals. So I believe that Pakistan has a bit of work to do to get to the final. When you look around the tournament, teams like New Zealand, England and South Africa will be contenders along with Team India, but they seem quietly bullish and confident, so I believe that they will bounce back. I don't expect them to have a batting collapse like this in every game or in another game, so we should see some more from Pakistan in this tournament.
And India?
They just keep the machine rolling. I am encouraged by the form of Bumrah. I feel like he has grown into the tournament steadily. It was a very good performance for him today, leading the attack in a game like this, a massive game. And it shows that he is up for the occasion. He picked up 4 wickets in the game before this, but I believe this spell today he will gain a lot more confidence from it. Siraj also bowled pretty well today. He's the #1 ODI bowler in the world, and he got a very important wicket. The wicket of Babar Azam. That was the wicket that really set Pakistan back. So I believe that India will be confident in how the team is playing and executing. Jadeja is doing well, and I believe a key man. He's probably the batter in the top 6 that hasn't gotten amongst the runs as yet. He hasn't gotten many opportunities to bat. Hardik Pandya, his bowling form has been good, and that's important for them, with him being the 3rd seamer or probably the 4th seamer if Thakur plays. It's important for him to bowl well and pick up key wickets for India. So that has been good from him and for them.
Key point to note. Shut up can struggle like them.
Again.
Full tosses, run-ups, drives.
I believe that whoever wins this tournament or features heavily in this tournament, the spin bowlers and especially the spin bowling all-rounders must do well. You look at India in the form of Jadeja, he has been good. You look at New Zealand with Santner. You look at South Africa.
They have
Maharaj has been bowling
Shamsi
well, and Shamsi when needed. You look at even England with Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali, who haven't featured prominently as yet, but if they are to make noise in this tournament, those players will be very important.
Moeen Ali isn't playing.
He
Moeen Ali get in the conversation?
He played earlier.
He will not play again.
I'm a Moeen Ali fan, and I believe he will feature again.
You better bet heavy on Adil Rashid and Liam Livingston, Mr. Highlights. Ah boy.
But definitely the spin bowling all-rounders will be important. So Shadab Khan's form is very, very, very concerning for Pakistan.
Alright. As a Harris Rafa went again, but I guess he was bowling to a separate shot, and he can't really bowl to a separate shot.
And with the score like that, you felt like the game was pretty much out of Pakistan's reach from that collapse. They were just honoring the remaining of the game by coming out to bowl. After the start that Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill got, it felt as if it was just a matter of time for the game to finish, honestly.
Alright, anything else?
No, that is all from me.
Well, that's the end of our preview on the disappointment that happened earlier today. I hope you're not as disappointed as us and you will continue to watch the World Cup. The games have been a bit one-sided thus far. It hasn't been that we haven't had those close encounters that have you on the edge of the seat and nail-biting finishes. But there have been some awesome performances and we should be thankful for those at least. They have been record-breaking and we just hope that the tournament continues with great performances, but hopefully the games will be more entertaining and more closely contested as we would have expected. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.